The world of The Mummy is officially coming back in a big way, and fans now have another reason to get excited, because alongside the return of Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, another familiar face from the original trilogy is officially joining the fourth film. And this is not just any character, it is one of the most beloved and underrated parts of the franchise. John Hannah is now confirmed to return as Jonathan Carnahan, bringing back the charming and often chaotic brother of Evelyn. If you watched the original films, you already know that Jonathan was not just comic relief. He was a key part of the team, often finding himself in trouble but somehow always surviving against all odds. He first appeared in The Mummy 1999, where he joined Rick and Evelyn on their dangerous adventure after the resurrection of an ancient priest. While Rick handled most of the action, Jonathan often found himself caught in the chaos, whether it was dealing with curses, ancient spells, or collapsing cities. In The Mummy Returns, his role became even more important as he helped rescue Evelyn after she was captured. Once again, he proved that even though he was not the strongest or bravest character, he was always loyal when it mattered most. By the time we reached the Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, Jonathan had taken his adventures to a new location, setting up a life in Peru. That detail is especially interesting now because the upcoming film could finally explore what happened next in that part of the world. And that brings us to the biggest question: what is The Mummy 4 actually going to be about? Right now, the plot is being kept tightly under wraps, but there are strong hints that the story could continue from where the last film left off. With Jonathan connected to Peru and the discovery of ancient secrets there, the new movie might explore a completely different mythology while still staying true to the spirit of the original trilogy. What we do know is that this film is aiming to bring back the tone that made the original movies so popular. Action, adventure, horror, and humor all blended together. That balance is what made the franchise stand out, and bringing back characters like Jonathan is a clear sign that the filmmakers understand what fans want. The fourth film will also mark a major shift behind the scenes. The project is now being directed by the duo known for modern horror hits, which suggests that the film could lean slightly more into suspense while still maintaining its blockbuster appeal. At the same time, the goal is to keep the film accessible, with a rating that allows a wide audience to experience it. Production is expected to begin in late 2026, with filming taking place in locations like London and Morocco. That alone hints at a large-scale adventure that spans multiple regions, something the franchise has always done well. From deserts to ancient ruins, these films have always thrived on visually rich settings. Another important factor is the timing. The original Mummy films were massive successes, earning over $1 billion worldwide. Even years later, they continue to have a strong fan base, which is why bringing back the original cast feels like the right move. For Brendan Fraser, this return is especially meaningful. After years away from major blockbusters, his comeback has been widely celebrated, and stepping back into the role of Rick O'Connell could be one of the most exciting moments of his career resurgence. At the same time, Rachel Weisz returning as Evelyn adds emotional depth to the story, while John Hannah's return completes the core trio that made the original films so memorable. And that is really what this project is about. It is not just another sequel. It is a chance to bring back the chemistry, humor, and adventure that defined an entire era of action films. With production gearing up and more details expected soon, The Mummy 4 is quickly becoming one of the most anticipated films on the horizon. Are you excited to see the original Mummy cast back together, and what do you want to see in the new story? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for more movie updates and breakdowns.